Following George Groves' announcement that he will be retiring from professional boxing, Carl Froch has stated that boxing will not miss George Groves in a jagged tweet aimed at Groves. And while he may have the bragging rights for winning their epic showdown at Wembley, it is classless from the former champion to behave this way. There is no need for him to further his dispute with Groves, as he has already put that to bed, and it's normally the loser that holds on to such a rivalry after the fight, but it seems like Froch is the one holding on to this for some reason. Considering he is happily retired, what is his problem with Groves now? Of course, they don't get along with one another, and Froch is kind of rubbing the salt into the wounds of what I would imagine is a very difficult decision for George Groves to make at this time. Carl Froch was a brilliant fighter, and I'm gonna admit he was my favourite fighter, and I have always had a great deal of respect for him, but the way he has conducted himself is hardly respectable. As I said, there was a dispute, and it was settled long ago, and it would have shown great class and respect had Froch wished him a happy retirement, because Groves didn't throw any shade at him at all, and it was totally unprovoked, and I think Froch saw it as an opportunity or an excuse to bring up his knockout win against Groves when he won at Wembley, which he likes to do, and fair enough, it was a great achievement, but now is hardly the time to bring it back up, but rather to be respectful during this time, as Groves tries to let go of the craft he has always known. I believe that Froch should want success for Groves, but in recent years, he hasn't. He has just put Groves down, but considering Froch beat him in the manner that he did, then the brighter that Groves shines, then the brighter Froch does, because he has 2 wins over a guy who dominated the super middleweight division for a short period. So I don't see how Groves' failure against Smith and Jack benefit Froch at all. Also joining the dispute was Andre Ward, and he had his say on the matter, calling Froch bitter. Then all of a sudden the feud was between them and their rematch that never came to fruition. It came all back around again, which was a pointless exercise because it never happened and it never will. So they are just wasting energy on a needless exercise because they are both retired. Their current dispute cannot be settled in the ring, and Andre Ward already has a win over Carl Froch. But I think what this might be down to is Carl Froch, and he doesn't miss fighting, but he misses the limelight. And I think Groves' retirement was seen as an opportunity by Froch to bring up his win at Wembley and be back in the limelight, but it is a shame that he has gone about it in this manner, as he would receive great adulation for being respectful and wishing Groves well in retirement. Whether he likes the guy or not, he doesn't need to behave this way. Perhaps it is just who he is. Maybe he just wants to be back in the spotlight. I don't know. But to see one of my idols of boxing behave this way is unsettling, because I was 11, maybe 12, when he won his first world title. I watched it on BBC One, and I was a huge fan, and I followed his career until the end, the ups and the downs. I remained a fan, but the way in which he is conducting himself in this situation is hardly admirable. Now, he has since come out and sent a tweet wishing him well, but that does not change what he has said and what his first thought was after the announcement, which was slightly disrespectful. I know he is a former fighter and he has that kind of mindset, we have always seen it. And I guess he didn't have to come out and say that, but still, he could have led with that instead of insults and been respectful to George Groves instead of throwing insults as his first go-to. Whereas his first thoughts was to throw shade at George Groves, which is a shame, I think. But guys, what do you think about this feud between Carl Froch, George Groves, also Andre Ward? Please drop your thoughts in the comments below. Please like the video and subscribe for more content. Thank you guys.